Had a porch party, y'all. And it was a whole lot of fun. Hi, and welcome to Quilt Meets World, where we have adventures in piecing and joy. My name is Russ. I went into my sewing room. So, one of my local quilt shops, about a week and a half, almost 2 weeks ago, had a porch party. And what the porch party was is they did a call for quilts from their customers, and they just wanted to show a handful of quilts out on their front porch for everybody to see. Lots of inspiration. Anybody could put a quilt in. So all you just had to do was go to the shop and say, "Hey, I want to put a quilt in." They dropped them off about a week ahead of time, and then you got to pick it up right after the party. And it was a lot of fun. So I got in there. I the shop and said, "Hey, I want to put a quilt in, like I did last year." And um, the week before, I dropped off the quilt, and they were already falling in love with it. Uh, Fast forward to the date of the porch party, which was April 1st. That was a Saturday. It was a little iffy at first. The weather forecast was questionable already. When it came to the weather at 7 a.m., it was raining sideways here. I was like, is this happening? Is this happening? I just kept looking at the weather, trying to see if it was going to happen. But shortly after about 8, it started the drying up process, and it was, I think, down to partly cloudy, maybe mostly cloudy. Get a little confused at like the difference between mostly sunny and partly cloudy. Anyway, it cleared up, so they had the quilts out, and it was wonderful. So I won't keep you guys in suspense any longer. Here's a little bit of a montage of all 40 plus quilts that were in the show. Weren't they wonderful? While I was there, I got to talk to a bunch of wonderful folks, and everybody just loved the quilt that I put up there. Many people asked what the pattern was that I had, and I had to tell them that it was from a sew sampler box from Fat Quarter Shop, probably at least 2 years ago now. I don't know, but the pattern was Moncherie. This came, like I said, in a box, and it is designed for a layer cake or half a layer cake, actually. So, yeah, unfortunately, you can't get this. But the good news is there is a similar book or a similar pattern in this book. In the middle of the book, they have what I call the cottage quilt, and it is very similar pattern. It's got turn dashes instead of hearts in it, and it finishes a bit bigger because the book is designed for half yard cuts of fabric instead of 10-inch cuts of fabric. So if you are interested in making a quilt like that, do pick up the book, and you might be able to scale the pattern down a little bit, and instead of churn dashes, put in your favorite block, whether it be a heart block like Zoe, or whether you do a star block, the churn dash friendship star. There's so many things that you could put in that block. In fact, I can even see multiple blocks being put in for the accent blocks instead of just turn dashes. Like maybe, like I said, maybe a put one turn dash, maybe a friendship star. If somebody likes um what are those, like the star ribbons. Stephanie Stitches, she did a whole sampler of stars, so I'm sure that there's plenty of stars out there that you can choose from. You would just have to scale it down to whatever size finished would need to go into that block, which I didn't look to see what the size finished for those were. It's better for you to get the pattern anyway. uh, Folks, while they were there, got to vote for their fan favorite for the event. And for the second year in a row, it was an applique piece that won. And let me tell you, it was definitely gorgeous. I mean, I loved it too. What I did find really amusing, and anybody from the shop or anything up on this, but last year's winner was also an applique piece alluded to a minute ago, but it was seated in the exact same spot on the porch as this year's winner. So I'm kind of wondering if that's a lucky spot or something. I almost want to say, can you put my quilt in there next year? But it's for me, it's all about the inspiration, not trying to. Plus, I'd have to learn applique probably. In any case, that's all I have for this video. If you liked what you saw, please consider liking the video and subscribing to my channel if you aren't already. It's the best way to tell the algorithm to share videos like this to other people out there. Until next time, stay happy and keep stitching.